Hi, remember me? My name's Karina van den Heuvel. I talked to you in week 1 about cancer cells. In addition to my role here as a lecturer at the Uni of Adelaide, I'm also a senior researcher within the Neurological Diseases Laboratory. Our research focuses on looking at the damage that happens to the nerve cells and the supporting cells following an accident. Did you know that traumatic brain injury is the leading killer of people under the age of 45 years? This means that more people die from traumatic brain injury than cardiovascular disease or cancer in this age group. So why do we need to wear seatbelts when driving in a car or wear bike helmets when riding your bike? Well, if you don't wear your bike helmet when riding a bike and you were to collide with either a stationary object or a moving vehicle, you would cause a severe impact upon hitting that vehicle or that stationary object and possibly cause a skull fracture. So what kind of damage do you think this gives? Firstly, you can get what's called primary injury, and this happens at the exact moment of impact. An example of what happens to the brain in primary injury is when you get tearing of blood vessels or tearing of axons. You can also get what's called secondary injury, and secondary injury occurs within the minutes, the hours to days following injury. It's a much more delayed process, and an example of secondary injury is brain swelling. I have 2 questions for you. Firstly, I want you to describe the changes that occur to the cells and the tissues within the brain between primary damage and secondary damage. And second question, and a really important one, is that to date there is no successful treatment strategy to either treat or cure brain injury. So how can we prevent these changes occurring to the brain tissue that we see following brain injury?